Tonight, doing another live stream. Tonight, we're going to be painting up some Blessed Sisters. And we're going to have a special guest tonight as soon as he realizes that I am starting streaming. But until then, let's check it out. Let's check out what I've done so far. So these are my Argent Shroud inspired Blessed Sisters so far. So all I've done on these is I've done the armor panels, and I've gone back over and done some white on some stuff. So for the armor, I did a plate metal primer coat on these. I actually went and I bought the Army Painter plate metal, and then I went and I did a wash over top of all of it. I did the Vallejo Game Wash, their dipping formula black. This stuff here, you can sit there. Here's our special guest. He's down here tonight. Uncle C is joining us for tonight. He's going to be monitoring the chat. I told him no
Uncle C-isms.
Yeah, no Uncle C-isms. Nothing that will get us removed off of YouTube. Let's go for that. So, as you can see, we've been having some adult beverages so far tonight. And we recorded a game earlier, and yeah, if it wasn't apparent in that game, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got some Argent Shroud stuff. So what we have done so far, hey Dastardly Doug, how you doing? So yeah, like I said, what we have done so far is that we've just done the armor plate on here, and now we get to do everything else. So the Argent Shroud, I actually had to look these up because I like them. So they have blood red on one set of their robes. I love that. I just got a message. Are you streaming tonight? As I am streaming.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Nope, not streaming at all. Mm-mm. Let's get these guys off of here. I got so much stuff I got to send out. Okay. And then we're going to do Pallid Bone for the other one because they have like a cream colored robe. And there's my Pallid Bone. So first we are going to focus on the blood. No, first we're going to focus on the Pallid Bone set of robes. So this is going to be the robes that are like right in front. And we're going to get ourselves all set up here. I am running out of this stuff. Hopefully, there is a box coming in the mail. Hopefully. So, this is over here. And we take a little bit of Flow Aid. Or I'll pull it. Just drop. Yep. In there. Just to give a little bit more body. Yeah. So, Uncle C's here tonight, and then he is going to answer any questions you have for him. What?
I'm chilling right there.
All right. What models are these? These are the Blessed Sisters.
They said it looks like metal.
It does look like metal because that's the only part I've painted so far.
To be the wash.
Yes. So, where's my big one? Let's go ahead and do the Destroyer Sisters first, and we'll push these guys back. Girls back.
Get it right. I noticed you don't wear those very often.
Oh yeah, I have reading glasses up on top. That's only when I'm not painting through the camera. Sometimes I wear the reading glasses. Weeding glasses. Good God. Yes, there's been, like I said earlier, there's been a few adult beverages had tonight.
Still, a few more to have. Few more to be had.
Oh Lord.
Work's gonna be fun tomorrow.
Happy Monday, right?
Yeah.
So with these, we're just gonna do like the front part of their robes are going to be this Pallid Bone color. And then a lot of the skulls and stuff on the belt, you can kind of see through there. We're going to do those gold as we go on. And I have almost the whole army sitting here in front of me. This is just going to be kind of a production kind of video. I'm not focusing on one video. I'm not focusing on one squad.
Could be a fun live, isn't it?
Maybe. We shall see. We started at 9:20, so we got like an hour and a half. Hour and 40 minutes. We'll see if we go that far. We should. So with these sisters, these are the pistoliers. Even in Tane's Gore Lover, these are the pistoliers. So they have a top part and they have a bottom part here. So I think what we will do, their back butt flap is going to be red. So we're going to do their front flap here. Pallid bone. I hear Uncle C over there snickering because I said front flap.
No, I'm just. My brain says that since they got birds, the wings, does that make them flappy birds?
Yes, they are flappy birds. And then we're going to do this part, pallid bone. And then we're going to do their eye. They got like goggles on, like ski goggles. We're going to do those like a green color. And the wings, I don't know. We might do like a gray on there to make them look like wings. But like I said, this is just a production night. Everybody gets everything done. All I got left to print out for this army, well, I got 20 novices over there that are already printed out. They just haven't been primed or anything yet. And then I have an Infernal APC that I haven't printed yet.
Sauntering Spellcaster. Zangor Lover. Dude's come up with good names, I'll give him that.
Getting your Hammer Elise printed. All right. Awesome. Yeah, what are you guys working on out there? Ooh, pretty. Hi, Summer. How you doing tonight?
Oh.
The frog guys should hopefully be here soon. Cool. Are you getting them like printed somewhere else? Or are you like ordering them through a printing service? You asked. I asked if you were streaming. Yes, you asked if I was streaming while I was streaming. So I figured you would find it eventually. Hi, Tim. Wrote off eBay. Cool. Or Etsy. Cool. Clearing up some of the plastic mountain. Yes. Coming from Bulgaria. Ooh.
That's my friendly reminder that Bulgaria is a country.
Yes. In case anyone doesn't know, Uncle C's sitting behind me. And he just wanted to come experience the live stream with everybody else. Oop. She has... Oh, I don't think I primed it.
You want blue or pink for your last one?
I don't know, whichever one you don't want.
I don't think matters at this moment.
I'll do the blue then.
Okay. Hi, Summer. I miss you guys.
Neon blue. I will take that under advisement.
That's actually a solid idea.
No, shut up. It is not a solid idea.
It's a solid idea because Tim said it was. Yeah. Jim will go away. Dude, she's just peering at me. Look. Well, you can't look.
Yeah, the dogs are just staring at us from down the stairs. Like, what? Upstairs. Like, why is everybody in the basement?
We are the basement people.
I definitely wanted to get the metal on these first. It was more of an experiment to see how it would turn out. But then going back through and doing the white on top of everything else, that was a pain in the butt.
We should bring those guys more into the fantasy world.
What guys?
The Beastmen.
The Beastmen. Oh yeah, we played a game earlier that was Beastmen versus Shadow Stalkers. And I'm not going to spoil how it went, but there was a few times where I wanted to throw my dice across the garage.
I'm laughing at Tim.
Oh, what did Tim say?
Now he said, "Mwahaha." Now you have to because he agreed.
Negative.
You could do the tips neon blue to make it look like some Tony Stark shit.
Just the tips.
Hey, that's all I got. Okay.
Let's do a little zoom in here. Zoom in and put that up. All right.
What flavor is it? Blue.
Right. Everyone in the house wants to be the fun police. You two are drinking too much. Shh. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, because we actually have to leave for our job.
Right.
We have to deal with the public. With where you go for work, I don't blame you. You should be a functioning alcoholic by now.
No, it's not that bad.
You are a liar, sir. It is that bad.
Okay, it is that bad, but I'm fine.
It's not that bad in case his boss is watching. It's a great job, thank you, ma'am. Who says he's not? He functions really well, I promise.
I was on the wagon for quite a long time. I just recently fell back off.
Tonight's my fault, to be honest. And Summer, technically we do have a functioning alcoholic in the house. He's functioning, and I'm an alcoholic. Supposedly.
Yes, well, I put this this live stream to not for children, so.
It's 9:30. Children should be sleeping. Perfect pair.
Well, it's not 9:30 in like California.
Out of the 11 people, 10 including myself, who's here from California currently?
Well, usually not yet.
I mean, we have a Tim in a Summer, so.
Because over there it's only 6:30. Like, I've had some live streams where I go, I'm gonna paint a whole army. I'm in Iowa. Okay, well, it's close enough.
I'm in Iowa. Used to be fun in painting things crazy colored. Tim, I mean, hang on. Tim, I'm going to send you something in Discord, bro.
You need to, Florida gang, hey, represent.
You used to.
You need to share with the class there, sir.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just going to show them the crazy colored shit to your, stuff to your, shit to your right.
What right? Oh,
You
that?
only have one right.
Yeah, I have the Lust brothers over there.
They're
Yes,
quite lusty.
they're very loud.
It's hot here. Help. Yeah, you can keep it.
The fall showed up this week. That's why we've recorded 3 days in a row.
No. You stop it.
Oh,
You're not from Michigan. Let me explain how this works. You are in false fall. Come a week from now, it's going to be back up to 80 or 90. Then you're going to get false winter. Okay? Michigan beyond that BS. Unless you're injured. I mean, we do have something here called a Michigan left where you have to go right to go left. It's dyslexic as hell.
Yeah, but hey, what was I saying? Sometimes if I do a whole army, like my live stream will go long enough to where I pick up the Australians.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, though. That's a whole country of Florida.
And then at one point I had like Morty and Glory. One of the guys said Morty and Glory sent him over from the UK. I'm like, all right.
What did you say you have 4 kit?
No, God, no. No, just one.
Staying in Warren? Really? Fair enough. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna shut up.
No, keep talking. You keep talking. I'll keep painting.
Don't. Trust me. Tim and Summer have heard my enough. And my...
Well, it's not just Tim and Summer. There are 11 people watching us right now.
Yes, these 11 people have heard me in your videos. That's enough they need to hear. Oh, that's cool. Maybe next time you come up, you do a game with us.
Yeah, next time you're in Warren, shoot us a message.
Yeah. Make something work.
As I just launch my palette across the room. There
Stop
we go.
throwing shit at me. Yeah, Warren's not actually super far from us, to be honest.
That's what you're here for. You're here to catch all the things I launch across the room.
Actually, funny enough, where we're at is like a half hour from everything.
Well,
ideally.
Alright, we're gonna do the red in a second.
The drink or the color?
Oh, I was not ready for that. Oh, I'm such a lightweight still.
This summer, Tim, in case you're curious what we're drinking.
Well, no, you don't show it on YouTube.
It's called a... Wait, can I say it on YouTube?
Yeah, you can say it.
It's called a Monaco cocktail. These ones are tequila. They got like 2 shots plus a bunch of other stuff. They catch up. Don't die. Ooh, sounds good. It's actually, so this one's like watermelon crush, which is tequila and watermelon. And the other one is blue, which is...
Yeah, we don't know what the flavor and the other one is. It's just blue.
I take up any flavor. Yeah. This one, the blue, has vodka, tequila, gin, and rum in it. So, it's a mixture of... No. But it's good. Jeez, tequila. Drink Jaeger. I drank too much Jaeger in the younger years. I can't even look at it anymore. Yeah. Did you see Tim? Well, Dan's dead.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a lightweight and I'm a cheap date.
So Sauntering Spellcaster just made a very valid argument of why is raspberry the blue flavor when raspberries are not blue. There's a flavor of blue raspberry and it is the only damn flavor that does not have a real fruit associated with it. It's because it's like Fireball. Everybody drank it when you were not supposed to drink it, quote unquote. Okay, Summer, don't be bringing logic into this. Blueberries are purple.
That's right, blueberries are purple.
Why the hell are they called blueberries? I'm using the wrong kind of substance to be thinking those things through. Don't do that to me, Zango lover. Fireballs. Mm-hmm.
In honor of the volcanic doors, I should get some Fireball one of these days. Next time I play the volcanic doors.
They have green apple Fireball now.
That defeats the whole purpose of Fireball. It's cinnamon whiskey, right?
Yes, but then to think of it, it's like a cinnamon apple, so it's like a fried apple whiskey. It's not even a whiskey. It's just like if whiskey pissed in a cup.
Well, Miles, these are the Blessed Sisters from One Page Rules.
Maybe they do have but the blueberry cancels the red and makes it blueberry. My head hurts.
I like this. Him reading out the live chats.
I was gonna say I can just read it to you, so that way you don't got to keep peering over. The models are the Twisted Sisters. The Blessed Sisters.
Yes, these are the Blessed Sisters from OPR.
Good. It was supposed to hurt. Well, Summer, you didn't give me a safe word to shout out.
Oh.
Jaeger and Dr. Pepper together.
Ooh, yes.
Yes, actually, Zango lover. Is that how I say it? Zango? Zangor. Sorry about that. My go-to was always a crap ton of Jaeger and the tiniest bit of green monster. Banana. Always.
I missed the banana comment.
The Summer said banana, always banana, and I'm kind of scared because I know a lot about her. And Tim. Oh, I know too much about Tim.
Oh, we're not. Don't bring that into this.
That's the safe word. Mine's pineapple juice. Next are these Twisted Sisters. I've always pronounced it Zarga. Oh, okay. So I wasn't super far off. But either way, sorry for mispronouncing it.
That's fine. It's the internet. We don't know what our names are.
I can usually read, I promise. The safe word is banana. Oh my god.
So what are you all working on out there? What do we want to talk about tonight? All kinds of fun stuff going on in the world. Of miniatures. There's a whole bunch of just crap going on in the rest of the world.
Summer says it's the blue. It's getting to you. Zangor Lover says people pronounce it both ways. Then Zangor Lover said it's Zintek, so who knows? And then Sauntering Spellcaster says grapefruit juice, salt, club soda is pretty good. It's like a mocktail? Is club soda alcoholic or not?
Club soda is not alcohol.
Oh, so it's like a mocktail. That's actually pretty cool. Am I hearing another voice or split personality? Split personality.
Yep.
If he starts yelling pineapple, Philadelphia typewriter. Jesus Christ. Shut up, Tim.
It's the voice you hear in the background is Uncle C. He has joined me tonight because we were out in the garage filming a game, and he was like, I want to be on a live stream. I'm like, sure.
Well, I didn't expect you to say yes. He lives with me, so he knows me. So my brain said he's gonna shoot this down so quick.
Oh, trust me, we had a talk before this came out here. I was like, get all your swearing and slurs out now.
I don't say too many. Okay, whatever. It's mostly elf slurs.
Yes, mostly whenever he's playing against different armies.
Actually, Zangor actually asked, I'm wondering how points are going to change with the new rules.
Well, we got to see a little bit of the change on the Don't Think Just Charge channel. And now I was painting when those came up, so I did not write them down to look at numbers and stuff. But I'm not assuming very much. Why is it not popping up on my screen? You can see it.
Sauntering Spellcaster was because I have the chat just opened.
Okay.
Sauntering Spellcaster asked, waiting for the broken truth box. Then I will paint what is in the box. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, nothing concrete yet, but I did receive an email that I have a package coming from Poland.
Zangor Lover, you just gave me a new one. Thank you very much for that. Because he said, "Dang knife ears."
Yep.
Mark's Merrickson said vampire book comes out soon, supposedly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been chomping at the bit for that, just to see all kinds of fun stuff from the vampires, because that's my second love is undead stuff, just zombies everywhere.
Hence your kid.
Yeah,
he is obsessed. Jeffrey Hollum, if I mispronounced your name, I apologize. Heyo Fitz, you mentioned heavy machine guns not being worth the cost in your APC video. I absolutely agree. By Buddy Orcs, no, I'm not watching Tigers right now. My buddy's orcs outrange me and outperform my heavy machine gun support sisters very badly.
Heavy machine guns sit in a weird spot to where I think you're paying more for the range than the actual damage of the gun. Like, you see it an awful lot. It's like 25 or 30 points for the cost of like 3 shots, a 30-inch AP1 gun. When you can usually get like a shotgun upgrade to take your whole squad to AP1 for like a lot cheaper than one heavy machine gun.
Stephen White says 2 things. Stephen says, you need your own dice, Uncle C. Working on it. I've, got tattoos and dental work and all that goofy stuff planned. I did just buy tickets to go see Papa Roach. I'm like 3rd row, so that's cool. Tim says, twiddly widdlies. Sauntering Spellcaster. I want to know who created the whole knife. Hang on, chat. I'm trying to catch up. The whole knife ear thing for elves. I mean, it is a classic insult, but where does it come from? I would assume just the shape of them things.
I think it comes from all the way back in Tolkien. For some reason, I think somewhere in the Lord of the Rings book, an orc gives a slur to like when they see the elves that they're knife ears. Either that or it's something made up by GW. Like, it goes back a long way.
Stephen White also says, avoid swearing, ... Do I look like I give a flying rainbow fig Newton? No, but YouTube does.
Yeah.
Zangor Lover, why am I going to read it all? Zangor says, I tried out a fun start with ogres. I used a tribe master and gave him trample with a squad of 20 goblins for 21 impact rolls. Shit! It killed a squad of gators and surprised everyone. Oh, hold up, now. I'll be beating up on my damn gators.
If you can give those pet goblins impact hits. Good God.
Dude, that's amazing, though. Why didn't you ever think of that?
I
Turn them into kamikaze goblins.
listen. I can't think of every combination.
Zangor, that's freaking genius.
As much as everybody thinks it, I am not like an OPR savant.
No, that's James. He has like a tism for this stuff.
Yeah.
If he's listening to this, that's not an insult.
Yeah, James, the guy who ended up winning the tournament that I held, his brain works on a different level. Like I would like to get him hooked up with Harvey from the UK from the Don't Think Just Charge channel because I think their brains work the same way.
Good kid, but I'll never play against him again.
Oh, well, you'll play against him again. Just don't expect to win.
Yeah, I know. The kid's like Sherlock Holmes for trying to avoid certain words. For OPR. And then Tim says, it comes from cutting off their ears for bounties with a knife, the World of War crack. Also, this is my own interpretation. I have no idea. Oh, Tim. Tim, Summer, I love you both dearly. It was Renaissance Fest this weekend, so we were at dinner, and I said, man, God, it must be Tim and Summer's favorite time of the year, because it got me thinking of them.
Well, Renaissance Fest is like all fall long. There's always a fest going on somewhere.
Well, Summer, since I'm not actually involved in your... I'm dropping stuff.
He sits next to me just to break everything on that table over there.
Do you see who I am? If you ever seen us both in person, you would understand that we are just literal gorillas. Like, he's, what, 6'4"?
Yeah, well, that's what my football program said as I was 6'4".
I'm 6'2". We're both fat. But no, Summer, I'll probably hop in on Discord this weekend and talk to you guys because I miss you guys. Sauntering Spellcaster says, apparently it comes from Dragon Age. To be honest, though, a whole elves painting... To be honest, though, the whole elves having pointed ears thing has been around for a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tim said, attaboy, you got the big word out in one shot. Rism with a tism. Summer says, we did fair all year round in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all fluffy, not fat. Well, fair enough. My bra size would say different, Summer. Steven says, aw, son of a motherless goat. And then Summer again says, and absolutely, we gotta catch up. Okay, first off, Steven, I don't know if you've been watching his videos, but there's a gag going on that when he starts kicking my ass, that he has sacrificed a goat, and oh my God, I think it was the one night that I came back from working at the, club.
Yeah, you were a bouncer, you can say that much.
Yeah, I was a bouncer at a few different places. James visited me at work one night, I told you that.
Yep.
Stood there for like 2 hours. Good kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to go work at a adult-themed club, and I almost got stabbed by a crackhead before I even walked in. Like, no, I'm gonna go home. Just go home.
Well, that's what you try to work at a strip bar in Flint. That's what happens.
On Dort Highway.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Stephen White said I came in 18 minutes late. You just missed us being goofy.
That's okay. Well, just to recap, what we're doing here is we're just doing some kind of production painting on these girls. Like, I have most of the army printed in front of me. And we're just moving through the colors.
Alan. Oh, Alan. James is my nemesis.
Yes.
Yeah, you got James, I got Dan. I'd rather have Dan. Steven said the universe told you something. Yeah, dude, as soon as that happened, I walked in, saw what was going on, like, I'm going home. Tim said, we forgive you, Steven, but we're trying to get him to make the wings neon blue. Just make one wing neon blue to shut Tim up.
I'm not going to make the wings neon blue.
Sauntering Spellcaster. You know, with all of this elf talk, that has me thinking we've yet to see high elves or dark elves for OPR fantasy yet. I really hope they don't look much like the British plastic folks.
We'll see. We'll see.
Zangor said, currently writing all my buddy names on my dwarf banners in dwarven script is like a grudge thing.
Perfect.
Steven doubled down and said, "Blend them between pink and neon blue."
Oh my god.
Steven, you and Othellos would be just lovely friends. I bought you a. So we have yet to hang it up, but I bought him for Christmas because this dude is a pain in the crack to Othello's. Tim said, "Ooh, a pink to blue ombre, perfect." Why do you know the word ombre? Get your hair done too much, boy. Spellcaster, Sauntering Spellcaster. I really like the wood elves for OPR. That's true. They work with the archetype, but they reject the whole "I will eat a dude" rather than eat a carrot. Let's be the nature Unabomber thing. Wow, words.
Yep. There's a couple of eco terrorists in the OPR world. Like the alien hives are, instead of being this massive hive mind that eats everything, they're eco terrorists.
Face Eater. That's a hell of a name. Good on you, sir or ma'am. Good on you, person. Good on you, friend. In all seriousness, a wash of neon blue over white wings would look good. You're not wrong. How much did Othellos pay you? Zangor Lover said make them yellow. Summer said I would white with just the very tips with the blue. Yes, Tim, I've met your wife. His wife is an artist, of course he knows ombre. Stephen White says, just messing around, unicorn rainbow farts. Everybody in chat, pour a drink up and have a sip with us. Zangor says, eco-terrorism based? Oh, shit.
That's right. Yeah, the alien hives are like, you're using your planet wrong. We're going to take it and make it right.
Sauntering Spellcaster said, I also like that beastmen actually have a culture while still being bestial. Okay.
Yep.
For the record, dude, if you are going to do Age of Fantasy, beastmen, if you build them correctly, are just a meat grinder of...
He absolutely whipped me tonight, and he only used like 2/3 of his army.
I might have tickled his no-no square. Tim says, "Yeah, gay wing." Jeffrey Hollum, I don't think I've seen anyone put together a tank force for Blessed Sisters. I've toyed with the list for it, but I'm curious how you would build on that theme.
Well, I mean, they have devout, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to use like short-range weapons. 12-inch weapons are going to be in your wheelhouse. So, like fusion rifles, flamer weapons. I'm not even sure what their battle tank has on it, but the shorter range to where you can interact with devout, the better.
Steven, how many damn siblings do you got with 9 nieces and nephews?
Listen, I have
2.
Well,
siblings.
Well, yeah, I have 2 siblings, but if you go like back one more step as far as cousins go, good God.
Kelvin Santiago. Hello to everyone and greetings from Puerto Rico. Wow.
Yep, there's Kelvin. Hey, Kelvin, how you doing tonight? In case anyone has joined us, we have Uncle C behind me reading chat out, so I can just go ahead and keep painting.
Yeah, sorry, y'all.
Sorry. Shit.
Nah, they gotta hear my voice, so. Tim said, screw creative tech. Teach them proper... Fuck, I can't read. Teach them properly. Well, you know, you're not wrong. Stephen White says 3. Steve, your sibling... Wow, okay. Y'all Catholic?
Half my army. I was going to say half my army. Half my family going back one generation is Orthodox Christian. So yeah, like I said, I have something like 14 cousins.
Markson, Markson, not Markson. My bad. To anybody that I mispronounced your name, I apologize. I'm slightly stupid.
Well, that and we've been drinking, so you know.
Merrickson says, kind of mad they went for the Goblin Reclaimers rather than another army of their next release. For their next release.
Well, I mean, the Goblin Reclaimers are going to be a tiny release. So they, technically, if you think about it, they should have been an orc release. But turning them into their own separate army, I think it's only going to be like a 2-month thing. Because they only have like 6 units. But they're all They're all going to hit almost about the same time.
Sauntering Spellcaster says, I hope that they will not do Chivalrous Kingdoms the same way they did Brithonia. Did I say that right? Britonia. Sorry about that.
Oh, Britonia. Uh-huh.
Othello sent a friend request on Discord. Are we not friends already, Tim? What the fuck? Heck. Whatever. It's too late now.
We've been streaming long enough.
Medieval
you can
people,
swear a little bit.
Hang on. Spellcaster still said, medieval people really were interesting. I don't want them or angelic kingdoms being made into something lame. Stephen White said, yes, your point. Othello said, it's okay. We lowered our expectations tonight to compensate for him, aka me, being here. And then he said slightly, yes, Tim, I'm fucking stupid.
Risen with the tism.
Kelvin said, sauntering spellcaster, they are angels. They should be inspirational. Well, depends on how you view angels.
Well, they have an opportunity. I want to see. This might be a little weird, but I want to see one of these armies like more Eastern based, like the Byzantine Empire based. And the angels would actually be a pretty cool one to do if you base them on the Levant and Byzantine, like the Greek-Turkey pipeline over there. Pipeline, when I say pipeline, the Greek-Turkey area.
Speaking Spellcaster says, speaking of alien hives, I find that people don't quite get that for a while people did think that they were Tyranids, and they did. Damn it, chat, slow down.
You can scroll.
I'm trying to, but I want to make everybody feel included. They were Tyranids, and then they learn, oh, they aren't. I like them because they're aliens, and yet not.
Mm-hmm.
Valid point, Saunter. Senior Saunter. Zangor says, sadly, some of my play group are afraid of the ogres coming up.
The ogres are fun.
Tim says, I blame you.
Blame.
I don't know what the hell he's blaming or who, but...
he's probably blaming me, but that's okay.
Stephen White says, Ultron, he's multiplying faster than Catholic rabbits. Yeah, Stephen, I'm sorry, but your siblings and their spouses seem to like each other a lot. That's a good thing.
Well, that's the point.
I didn't like my spouse enough. Sauntering Spellcaster, I also have the tism. Bro, I think there's, 7 billion people on Earth? I think there's at least 7 billion cases of tism. Tim says, typically we view things with our eyes. Then he also said, we all do. Look where we are. Yeah. Nightblade 44. Welcome, Nightblade. I kind of want the...
Sorry, I was throwing the can in the garbage can.
I kind of want the angels to look like otherworld abominations.
Yes.
You know what we could do one night? You could paint... have you ever seen, Google pictures of, quote-unquote biblical accurate angels?
You want me to do biblically accurate
Tell
angels?
me that wouldn't be badass, though. A whole army of those creepy eyeballs in the sky.
Well, I see the chat. God, please, not the biblically accurate angels.
Steven says, been working on the
Byzantine
armies for a while. Kelvin, Nightblade 44. Oh God, please not the Yeah. Tim, I thought he fell. Jesus Christ. I'm running out of alcohol, unfortunately.
Yeah, hit me with another one. What we got over there?
We're down to our last ones. I might be able to. Do I still have that whiskey in the garage or no?
No, let's cut this because we both got work in the morning.
Gross.
And put that over there.
Summer said,
I have a blue.
They're definitely strong. You can. Or the angels from Bayonetta. Bayonetta's a great one.
Oh.
Nightblade is talking to Kelvin. Said, well, should I read that out since you're just talking to each other?
Sure.
Kelvin, Nightblade said to Kelvin, maybe just a couple titans of them and a couple monsters to round out their roster. That's actually a solid idea. My left leg has fallen asleep. Am I having a stroke? Zangor says, we need a Lovecraft army like Cthulhu and his cultists. That is a fucking genius idea. I just realized there's people sleeping in the house.
Yes. Contain yourself.
Yep. Sauntering Spellcaster. I see a couple things people want from angels. They either want Metatron and Shin Megami, Tensai, Bayonetta, Jesus, looking dudes, or Gothic angel woman with big sword leading a bunch of dudes. That sounds like something else. Tim says Evangelion Angels. Nightblade says Eva Angels would be a cool version, and then Time Zone.
All right. So for the Angels, I am a big fan of the Beasteria Minis Angels that he did, because he did like 7 different version of Angels in his one army that he did for them, or his one force he did for them, and it is, I really like it.
You have to read the chat for a second because I gotta do a thing.
Okay. If, you could do Abraham's Angels look like everybody else with the ability to drop asteroids on cities. That would be cool. Make them look like angels from Diablo and keep the Evangelion biblically accurate as heavy units. Cool. Wouldn't mind the angels from Diablo. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Butchered evil. What kind of anime nerd are you? Why did he squeal? That's the chairs. Listen, all the chairs I have down here are like ones that I found that, like, they've outlived their usefulness in the rest of the house, or I found them in garbage cans. You could use Sephiroth as a angel mini. That would be cool. Like side of the road chairs? Yes, exactly like side of the road chairs. You find the best couches on the side of the road. Tree topper angel for the Titan. Mm-hmm. Well, the way I had a fantasy campaign in the early days of my channel. It was the first one I ran, and there was it was led by an angel from the City of Angels, or the City of Angels, Kingdom of Angels. And the way that worked is it kind of ended a little bit prematurely, but towards the end of my campaign, people were really starting to question the angels' motives, because the angels' motives were not in the best intentions of everybody. All right, you're back. What's up?
Well, big ass baby goat.
What?
Tim said, where'd the big ass baby goat go? Damn it, get your ass back here.
He had to go tinkle.
But I couldn't because Crystal was using it, so I had to go outside. And then I made eye contact with Janet.
Oh my god.
I just called it a felony.
You cops are gonna show up. Were you pissing in the yard? Yeah. What of it?
Would that really be the first time they've come here looking for me?
No, it wouldn't.
Make me want to go grab a Coors Banquet. Then do it. You are an adult, I think. Yes.
Well, if someone's looking for a Coors Banquet, yes, they are definitely an adult.
Oh, I was drinking before I was an adult. There you, Tim. Yep, I'm back. You sheeper. You nerf herder. I'm more of a Michelob guy if I'm going to drink beer, because I can drink a crap ton of those.
I don't know. I haven't found a place up here I like yet.
For what, buying alcohol?
I was more of a go to a bar guy. And after experiencing the bars down in Florida, up here, it's so expensive.
So, I got 2 options. I can take you to a bar where you get into a fight.
No.
Or I can take you to a bar where you listen to a live band and sip on a beer.
Maybe, but how expensive is the beer? Because where I used to go to, the beers were like $5 a pitcher.
$3 for a beer.
Maybe.
And you get a good live band. And I know all the waitresses because I used to bounce there, not snappers.
Maybe. All right,
I'm banned for life.
We'll see. One of those places.
Zangor apparently is 4 years old. That's great. I'm proud of you. If you're old enough to walk, you're old enough to drink. Summer says Guinness forever. Well, that's actually fair.
That's not encouraged by us YouTube, I promise.
No. I was like, did I just get you banned?
No, that was my Discord going off.
You can't use that word. Only we can use that. He's referencing either Blue Harvest or something Dark Side. Michelob too light for me. Yeah, but Steven, think about it. You can drink like 15 of them before you start to get buzzed. Like, come on now.
Well, that's not the point of drinking.
Beer is just more expensive now. You're not wrong, Doug. Zangor says, boss, go to Malone's. It's near Warren. He's the type that if he's got to drive more than 5 minutes, it's not worth it.
Yes.
$7 for a beer is average here. Where the fuck do you live?
Well.
Discreet. Oh my god. Discretionary. It's good Irish pubs, Tangor says. Oh, we got one of those around here.
Well.
I was a bouncer there as well. Dastardly Doug says, 10 years ago, I could get pissed drunk for $14. Well, you're not wrong.
I know, right? What the hell?
Tim says both. Yeah, that's true. He was talking about both those movies.
Mm.
Doug says, now it would cost at least twice that. Well, just drink just terrible vodka, and you'll get there eventually. Calvin Santiago said, here in Puerto Rico is done Q rum or Corona. Ooh, oh, Don Q or Corona. Sorry about that. Don Q or Corona.
Listen, I like a Corona. Of course, again, I started my drinking career in Florida, so.
/ Cuba.
Okay.
Steven said north of Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, well, that explains. Okay.
Have I told the Fitz goes to Cuba story?
You about to as soon as I'm done reading chat.
Listen, there could be multiple felonies involved. I don't like to admit to that.
It is purely satire, people. Remember that. Merrickson says, I'm a social drinker. Every time someone says, I'll have a drink, I say, so shall I. I'm using that. Tim says, I can't do beer. Cider, yes. Liquor is best. No, technically we are drinking liquor. Summer says, no, we can't do that story. No, we don't know that story. You said it's been long enough.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe the statute of limitations has run out on
As
that.
long as you don't name names, you're not incriminating anybody.
Okay, so way back in the day when I lived down in South Florida, me being a strapping young high school aged Warboss Fitz, I had a friend who had a boat. And we used to go down to Key West all the time on the boat. And for some reason, we decided, they say Cuba's only 90 miles away from Key West. If we take a couple extra gas cans, we can make it. We decided we're going to go to Cuba for the weekend. So it wasn't very, nothing really happened on the way there. We just kept, on the boat for a while. And then we pulled up to this little fishing village in Cuba. I couldn't even tell you what the name was. And we partied because everything there was like you could do whatever you wanted for $1. What? Oh, don't do that.
That's impressive. Says stream all wonky.
Stream all wonky?
Like, hold on, Zangor, like, stream all wonky, like, is there something wrong with the stream, or you just, hold up. Anyone have no audio?
No. Is anyone else?
Here, let me turn up my volume, see if it, go ahead, talk.
Can you hear me?
Something wrong?
I don't know. Well, it's coming through. Okay.
I have no.
Guys, please be careful.
Oh, this is lagging really bad.
What?
That's audio.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me make sure of something here. Yeah, Wi-Fi's on.
Oh. Doug says he's getting lag too.
Shit.
Want to restart the stream?
No.
You hear that?
Well, Steven says he hears fine. Go ahead and restart the stream on your end.
All right.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, so we're good there. Okay, I don't know, hiccup. I am on the Wi-Fi, so who knows what's going on. But yeah, so we went to Cuba, floated down there. We found ourselves in some fishing village, so we just pulled in onto a dock, and immediately we got like mobbed by everyone there. They're like, "Hey, Americans, what you doing?" You know, it probably wasn't the smartest idea, but there was someone that was like, "Yes, I show you around Cuba. It'd be fun. Yes, yes, yes." So I said, "Sure." Well, down in Cuba, of course, there is no legal age to drink, at least as far as I know. So we just started drinking. We were like 19 or 20 at the time. Well, no, it was high school. So we were like 17, 18 at the time. So we started drinking some good old Cuban rum. And a lot of it. I'll say I kind of blacked out at that point. We drank so much. Next thing I remember is coming to in some Consuela's living room.
Do you know the story of the Cuban super cow? You could be talking about my ex-fiance with that point.
True. But yeah, we woke up in some. I came to in some Consuela's living room, and we loaded up like 7 cases of rum because we got it for like $4 there. And then I remember having an argument on the docks with some woman about how I can't take her granddaughter with us back to America. And yeah, we spent a weekend in Cuba. Got just shit faced. And applying to bounce at the stabby crackhead sounds brilliant right now. Yeah.
Steven, I don't bounce there no more, dude. I fucking didn't even make it inside for all of a half hour. I walked in, saw the talent there, and I left abruptly. I work at a different job, and I'm working on becoming a corrections officer right now. So
Yeah, you know you're in the right spot when you see C-section scars and gunshot wounds.
I think they were one and the same.
But yeah, so we went to Cuba for a little bit, and then that turned into like where we would go on the weekends until one fateful weekend. We had orange helicopters catch us when we came back.
La Federales.
No, it was the U.S. Coast Guard. It was even worse. They showed up and they were like, "Where are you coming from?" We're like, fishing." Like, "Oh, you didn't catch any square grouper, did you?" I don't know what you're talking about.
The cow's name was Uber Blanca, and apparently she was just insanely good at producing milk like gallons at once.
Oh yes, I have heard the super cow.
Tim said he's got a red pen to make those corrections now. And Summer said, "My gods, well done, Fitz."
So we had the Coast Guard come on the boats, and they were like, they were just making sure we didn't bring back anything super illegal. Even though at that time we might have been like 18, 19 years old. They really didn't care about the booze. They just made sure that we didn't have any stuff.
Yeah, spider crawling up your side.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it is a basement, so.
Sorry.
That was Bobby. He guards my miniatures at night.
Okay, well, Bobby just met Robbie, and Bobby died. Kelvin said that Cuban rum is strong stuff. We have it here in Puerto Rico, or is it pronounced Puerto Rico? Because of all the Cubans around here. And apparently Tim is praying right now, because he said Jesus Christ.
Jesus Cristo. You know things are fucked up. Sorry. Okay, YouTube, I'm just going to swear a little bit. Things are bad sometimes at work when I start swearing in Spanish.
I've been Rosetta Stoning how to cuss at customers in Spanish.
because I don't really know much Spanish, but I know how to swear in Spanish because a couple of years of construction, and when I just start rolling my eyes and just those words start coming to my mind, it's hilarious.
Viewing a funeral for Bobby. I don't know where the body went, so we're just going ahead and say it's a closed casket. To quote Fluffy, "They need to have it that strong to make this."
Listen, when I worked in Florida as a maintenance tech, I had, or even in construction, I worked with lots of Cubans, and we would give each other crap all the time.
Michael Farley says, "So my trips to Tijuana pale to a pirate trip. You all on boats? Yeah, piracy."
we, we there was just mild piracy.
Steven says, "Was that out of line?" No, nothing here is out of line. You're good. Cuban coffee is just rocket fuel. Love that shit.
Well, listen, I got interrupted when I was making my inappropriate joke. Listen, I worked with quite a few Cubans, and they would call me, freaking gringo all the time. And whenever they would do something just stupid, and they would be like, "Well, that's how we did it in the old country." Like they'd put on a toilet without a wax ring because I guess wax rings don't exist in Cuba. I'd be like, "Okay, listen, I know you floated over on a door, but this is how we do it in America."
I should tell you they're not how to water seal though.
That's right.
Tim says, "I was a pirate, damn it." Tim, you are still a pirate.
Yes, Tim. When I met Othelios in chat, he was a pirate, a legitimate pirate.
Still is, but only on occasions. Uber Blanca broke a world record for milk producing 109 liters of milk at one milking. Man, I need to know who the milker was.
Jesus.
Steven says, I have no good stories. You have plenty of good stories, you just haven't shared with the class yet. Kelvin says, Othello's, you should try their cigars. Yes.
I'm not really a cigar smoker, but I will occasionally take a few.
We did get those cigars from
it was Riverboat Sam. Yes, we did do those cigars.
Delicious.
Those are pretty good.
Good to know I'm more of a pipe smoker myself. So, pipe tobacco has a lot of different flavors that you can work with. If anybody out there gives a shit, there's this little kit that you can put on a glass of whiskey that you can put like chips and stuff on top that smokes it. Phenomenal. I love smoking whiskey now, as funny as that sounds, but it legitimately tastes delicious. A sauntering spellcaster says, but yeah, long story short, Fidel Castro bred a super cow.
Yep.
That was his third wife. Othello says, Tim, I have those two. My favorite one's a replica of Thorin Oakenshield from The Hobbit. Dope. God, the stories I have, I can't tell them.
Listen, I can't wait for my son to get older because I'm just gonna like drop dad lore on him because like I tell stories at work and people are like, "Oh my God, you've lived a life." I'm like, "Yeah, haven't you?"
No, he's not gonna live a life because he's sheltered.
Well,
forcefully.
Well, listen,
by my mother.
Well. Listen, he'll grow up like me and just decide to just go nuts and explore the world.
Yeah, but like if he gets caught sneaking out, and hopefully best case scenario, you catch him. Worst case scenario, no.
It'll be alright.
Yeah. Thankfully for both of our sakes, I met you when you retired from shenanigans. Because I'm always down to do something stupid, and you would have 100% got me into doing something stupid.
Yes,
it doesn't take much convincing.
I am retired shenanigans.
I'm still in prime of my shenanigans.
There were times we'd be in the middle of something. I'd look over at my friend and be like, "So what we're doing is illegal, right?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, is that a problem?" I'm like, "No, I just want to see if I'm allowed to, like, if I'm supposed to stop for cops or run."
Whose car are we taking?
Exactly.
Dastardly Doug, I quit smoking last year. Can't recommend it. I crave the nicotine. Dude, that's actually really cool. Like,
Yes, good on you for quitting smoking.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm working on quitting vaping because I went from cigarettes to chew to now vapes, and now I'm like a week without touching them, and I kind of want to throw something at coworkers. um, Tim says, I wish I was there to see the look in his eyes when you tell him those stories. You'll probably be present for a couple because you are probably involved in one or two. Summer says, not the way you have Fitz. Well, not many people have. Tim, we've done the stupid. Yeah. I got my first. Kelvin says I got my first pipe at a cowboy show, and it's still my favorite. Yeah, the first one's always the best. Nathan Mayberry, it's Uncle C. Yeah, yes, Nathan. I decided to pop in because, as I said to the whole class earlier, that
We were playing a game earlier, and he was like, "Should I be on the live stream?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" And he's like, "I thought you were going to say no."
I had to get him slightly belligerent to agree to it.
I am not belligerent.
I just got here. I'm tardy. I know. Well, you're here now. That's all that matters, Nathan. Do you know how weird it is to me that people actually know me? I mean, people that aren't like in a juror stand or a federal uniform. I'm gonna go to Adepticon with you next year.
That's right. You will go to Adepticon with me next year, and we're going to stay in that same that same Indian hotel I stayed in because that place was an experience.
I'm gonna tell anybody now. If you see me at Adepticon, sneak off to the side of me. I will pour you a shot, and your experience will be take a shot with Uncle C. Steven says, I can't think of anything I did worthy of to hold my beer. You still have time. You're breathing. Hold my damn beer.
Right, Liz. I have gone through so much stuff in life that oh man. I have lived up and down the I've lived all across the country, and there are some places I'm pretty sure I still have a warrant out for my arrest.
Tim says, I've seen him belligerent. This isn't even remotely close. I'm working on it, but we ran out
God.
of booze.
No. I don't do that anymore. I'm a responsible adult now.
My ass, too. Nathan says, how do you know I'm not sitting here in my federal uniform? Because I don't think I have a warrant for my arrest right now. To my knowledge. And Sauntering Spellcaster says, less of a hold my beer and more of a I was a very silly child, but when I was five, I hugged a cactus because I thought it looked lonely. Dude.
Okay, that's a good one.
Dude, Sauntering Spellcaster. I did that with a bunch of snakes when I was like same age. I had like a handful of these snakes, and I ran to my house. I'm like, Mommy, look, I have friends. I got locked out for like 6 hours. Someone said, duh. And Nathan said, GD, dude.
As far as snakes go, especially when living down in South Florida, it was just a way of life. Like, I remember being on the phone with your sister, like, when we first started talking to each other. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to let you go because I just saw a snake crawl into my bedroom through the window. I got to go catch it.
Yay, snake friends. Yes. Well, okay. Jesus Christ, Uncle C. Alright, listen. He might have done things that didn't get him caught. I was always with the stupid people who got caught. Like, somebody would get me into some shit, and I would have to either fight or silver tongue my way out of it. And I often was intoxicated, so you know. Nathan says, look, I was a lonely kid too, but I had danger sense with snakes. But our snakes were primarily rattlesnakes. Hey, man, those just make you sleepy with the rattle. Spellcaster, it was a little barrel cactus. My child brain said it looked lonely.
Awesome.
That's fucking amazing. Tim says, they call me to catch the snakes at work. Well, do you show up with Jack Sparrow music playing?
Oh, listen, I had a call earlier, like last week. There was a bat that got into someone's apartment. Oh my God, the amount of screaming that was involved with that with people. I'm like, it's just a little fuzzy, chubby thing. You leave it alone.
Kelvin says, sauntering spellcaster. God, I am. Listen, Nathan, I wasn't a child. I was a young adult. And I just was with the dumbest of dumb people, man. I don't regret it.
I remember the first time my dad had to pick me up from the police station.
The first time, as
The
opposed to the
first
most
time.
recent?
Listen, okay. When I was young, I was stupid. And I remember the first time he picked me up from the police station, it was the most silent car ride home. And then about like a quarter mile from our driveway, he starts breaking out laughing. I'm like, I was thinking, oh God, I'm going to die. But he pulled in the driveway. He's like, you're grounded, but it took you long enough. I was like,
Tim says, hell, they had to catch a cottonmouth at Pastiano. Not a fun day. Summer says, I'll take all the bats and the snakes. I'm not surprised. Nathan says, everyone remembers their first real ass being. Dude, I grew up getting those, okay? That was a daily occurrence. I was a fucking wild child, and this one here just got the Bible thrown at him.
yeah, my mom was very,
By the book.
very religious, and yes, by the book. And my dad was very not. He'd be like, what are you doing? What the hell?
Sauntering Spellcaster. Bats are friends. They're like little puppies with wings. They do so much for the environment, and they also help keep agave from going extinct. Sad people think they're scary. Bats aren't scary. They're just people freak out because they get in your hair, which is really a you problem because they just go for movement.
Yeah, bats are fun. The only part about a bat I don't like is when I catch one and it stares at me and it does this like screaming at me. Like you can't hear it, but it's like, ow, my ears hurt. What the hell?
It's the human dog whistle.
Yeah, it's like I want to just like look at it and be like, quit it.
Tim says, "Well, you still get them just in dice format now." Dick. Summer says, "All the adorable sky puppies." You're not wrong. Nathan, LOL, Othello. Yeah, just wait. There's more to come.
Where's my mummified bride?
Steven says, "What did you do the first time?"
What I did, I got caught. I was hanging out with some guys, and they were smoking and spray painting the back of the local bowling alley. And yeah, we all got picked up, and I didn't run. And that was another one. And my dad was like, "Why didn't you run?"
I've always been too chubby to run. Nathan says, "Well, the disposition of rabies is a bit of a downer. It's just a needle to the belly. Don't just be a trooper. You get the pet. Oh boy. You get to pet the cute sky puppy.
It's right in front of me the whole time. Yes, I are dumb."
Michael says, Michael Farley. Just a side note, Chris Farley is one of the goats to me. Never did that, but I was sly. JDFI'd an all-nighter, creeped in and got grounded for a week. Nathan says, timeout, aren't you a paramedic? No.
Used to be.
Yeah. A lot of reasons as to why not.
Yeah, that kind of fell apart.
Some for stupid reasons, some for, honest to God, some of the stuff I've seen, even just on those learning calls, just no. No. I'd rather keep people in line in a prison rather than, yeah. I had a bat get into my apartment in Florida somehow, into my lower kitchen cabinets, inside a damn pot with the lid upside down on it, caught it and let it go. It turned around and said bye before flying off. Summer, only you would be able to talk to bats.
Listen, bats are friends.
Michael says, step up, don't run. Dude, I'm too fat to run. The only thing I run is my mouth. Uncle C over here going bobbity boopy and stroking out.
Bobbity beebity boppity.
Hit the button, pops to the boppity boopity.
We might have to have Uncle C on more live streams.
No, you don't have the patience for me. Plus 17 people is kind of low. They're warning others not to come in.
Oh, it's fine. This is normal. Usually by now I'm down to like 10 So thank you everyone for sticking out with us here.
Sticking it out.
Sticking it out. Yeah.
You know that's a felony in most states. Summer laughed at us. Not surprised.
Of course.
Stephen White says, I was and still am the boring nerd. If I was good with language, I'd speak Aramaic. Aramaic? Aramaic. I can't even speak English. Kelvin says, one time, me and the boys escaped from high school to go to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament in the Capitol on a friend's car, an old 1990 beat-up Toyota. It's a miracle we made it there and back. That is fucking dad lore to the T.
One time I skipped class to go swimming in the school's swimming pool. They came and found me. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm swimming. Fuck off.
I got caught skinny dipping in the school's pool.
Wow.
They couldn't tell because, jets were on, but, it was a hot tub.
Hey, tabletop date night. How you doing? Welcome to the crazy stream tonight. I got Uncle C over here reading chats, and we've had quite a few adult beverages at this point.
Tim says, smashing button. Lizard.
Lizard.
Summer sends lizards. And Brian...
No, I'm just moving this here.
Brian, I don't even want to try and pronounce your last name because there's a lot of L's and A's in there. Blalak. I'm sorry for butchering your name, bud. Figure if I am going to have to testify, I might as well know everything. The best way to get... Warboss has always taught me the best way to get away with something is shut up.
That's one of the few things left over from my delinquent days. To get away with something, just shut the hell up.
Tabletop Date Night says the adult beverages help you paint details better, right?
Right. They make my models look amazing to me.
Beer goggles. These don't have a taste anymore.
Hey, Ronaldo. Yes, these are OPR prints. These are the Blessed Sisters. I'm doing them in a argent shroud scheme. Mostly just because I wanted to have them chrome, because they are going to match up with my my Prime Brothers army that I made out of Fallout Power Armor.
Listen, Summer.
I did the Brotherhood of Steel Miami expedition, so I have an army out there that's Fallout Power Armor that's all rusted. Everyone looks angry because they all got swamp ass.
First off, Summer, Tim, I have never once narked on nobody. When it comes to things that aren't supposed to be talked about, I know how to shut the hell up. And in case y'all haven't noticed, when it comes to D&D, I know how to shut the hell up too. I just let y'all do most of the talking. I just sit there and look like a bear who died of dysentery, basically.
I don't know. I used to have a face that, back in the day, it was like, you can trust me. Now that I'm older, I have inherited resting bitch face.
You have a Vietnam vet's face. I've seen some shit, man.
Yeah, today I had to talk about how a resident launched a lightning bolt across her apartment from her microwave.
But it's the wiring, not the microwave.
And she was convinced it was the wiring. I was like, your microwave was from 1972. I think it's your microwave.
Taco? It's either Taco with a K or Taco, so regardless. Sorry. Says, that's awesome! Exclamation point. Tim and Summer both said I made a good rug and that I died from fungus. All right, listen. Man, y'all could have gave me at least an honorable death. Nope, he died of AIDS.
Listen, our last...
he got the mushroom herpes.
When I run a D&D game, it is definitely a grimdark D&D game. Don't expect to live. And if you do go out... Or if you do live, it is going to be a very depressing life. Ugh. Ignore me.
Steven says, cool. Kelvin says, the Brotherhood of Steel is coming back. Lord be praised. Sauntering Spellcaster follows up with, I predict that once we get the models for Chivalrous Kingdoms, you will get a couple distinct groups. People who paint historic heraldry, people who paint grungy, and people who want Gold Ship and Haru. Summer says blame Fitz for that, not up. Well, yeah, Fitz is kind of a dick.
Listen, it's not my fault that Tim's patron god ended up being the god of fungus.
For those who don't know, he's my brother-in-law, and he takes great pride in making my life hell. Um, Nathan Mayberry. So, you were talking about Miami Battle Brothers, and
Uh-huh.
now I kind of want to do a Miami Vice collaboration, Battle Brothers and Dreadnought. That's awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
You need to get like a model of a speedboat, but have it being pulled by something. Who is sending me something on Messenger? No, go away. Well, not really. I love her. Steven says, did she put a ball of aluminum foil inside the microwave first?
No, her microwave was just like the inside of it was bare steel. And the funny thing was, nothing happened for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then just bzz, bzz, pop, boom.
Is yours empty?
Nope.
You're slacking.
Okay, I'm painting. Damn
Michael
it.
Farley. So RLLRP. What?
So
RLLRP.
LRP. I'm not sure.
Steven, can you elaborate, please?
Yes.
Or Michael, sorry, Michael Farley. Can you elaborate, please? Steven says, there's your pink. And Nathan says, tried to quick charge her phone.
She tried to quick charge her refrigerator. That's where it ended up.
She was trying to rechargeable something.
Yeah.
Um,
The whole time I was in there, she's like, "You want some weed? You want to smoke a joint?" I'm like, "No, I'm on the clock."
You're not in the clock now.
It,
Got some in the garage.
no.
Okay. Um, Tim says, on a side note, we all like making your life hell when we can. Why? Why don't y'all like me? Like, this one next to me just pretends he doesn't like me, but he really hates me. Tim and Summer apparently don't like me. Sauntering Spellcaster. It is wild that on the internet can do for what the internet can do for people. You can learn about miniature war games 1 minute as a hyperfixation, and the next moment you learn that the silly horse lady based on a real horse. That's not where my brain went.
Mm-hmm.
Get through it.
that's
Table,
why I have you reading the chats.
tabletop date night says sometimes microwaves do that. Yeah, if it's made by Thor.
And she saw that thing explode, and she's like, "Yeah, it's the wiring." Oh my god.
You had two residents say the same shit.
I did. I had another one like, I can't run my microwave, my air fryer, my refrigerator, my ice maker, and my oven all at the same time. Your wiring is crap. I'm like, buh.
Okay. Oh shit, I'm lagging. I'm slacking. Sauntering Spellcaster says at Calvin Golshi. Brian Blaylack. Dude, if I'm mispronouncing your last name, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But Brian says microwave trying to go 88 miles an hour.
That's right. I was trying to go back to 1985.
Stephen White says Crockett and Tubbs wearing in light blue shirts. That's actually really cool. Like, if you can figure out an army around Miami Vice, please send him a picture of that, because I'm sure he would shout it out in a video for you.
Yes.
Tim says, "Oh no, we like you. It's just an easy and fun." God damn it. Kelvin says, Goldchi. Summer says, "Hey now, don't lump me in with not liking you. I do like you. I was very sad when you couldn't play with us anymore and asked about you often." Oh,
She did.
Dan never said shit. Thank you.
Well, it's because we're guys. What was that? If I had to tell you something going wrong in my life, like, don't want to hear it.
No, that's why we drink. Well, Summer, I do love you dearly, and Tim, fuck it, I love you too, buddy. Michael Farley says, real life live role play, but I don't know how to handle the level of attention. Okay.
Oh, dude, I've done LARPing a few times, and it always ends up dumb.
I tried to. We had a Tim or chat. I will catch up here in a second, but we had an instructor come in when I was still in class for the EMT stuff, and he was a LARPer, and he had a shield hit, and he handed me a big staff. He said, "Hit it as hard as you can." I hit him with it, and knocked him on his ass, and I broke his shield. I'm like, you brought this on yourself. What was that? Tabletop date night. I once had a customer slurring her speech heavily while offering me a mixed drink. Well, at 10:30 a.m. Okay, fair enough. It's a good thing she's an old lady.
Yeah. Dude, I run into that all the time. People that, like, don't get up until 11 o'clock and then just stay drunk the whole day.
She was already leaning on a walker.
Yeah.
How do you think she got to the walker? Mostly people ignore me, said Michael Farley. No. Honestly,
we don't ignore you. Welcome to we are your internet friends.
Honestly, I'm sure there could be a very large D&D group that would be phenomenal. It just would all matter of organizing. Tim says it's not a level of attention for LARPing, it's a level of neurospicy.
Neurospicy, yes.
Nathan says, bet. Summer gave me heart emojis. She is a sweet woman.
Mm-hmm.
Tim says, I asked where you were, and Dan said you died in-game, and that was all I needed to know. Okay, listen. It was originally because I started bouncing at the bar. Was that your foot?
Yeah, that was my foot.
Sorry about that. I don't dare walk on this floor. There's like cat aids and whatnot.
Well, there is, honestly, on the floor down there, I have so many different, like, resin sprue parts and parts of, like, my FDM printer that fought with me that, yeah, it's a little spicy on the floor.
But, Tim, initially I stopped doing it because I was working at the bar. And I wasn't getting paid enough to keep fighting with stupid 21-year-olds. I mean, it's fun for a night, and now it's just, usually I'm gaming with my buddy who, good lord, does he need the outlet. Because he deals with a lot. But this Saturday, I'm a hop on and see you guys, because I do miss you guys.
Yeah, we were going to do an Inquisitor RPG, but we only had like 2 people that could commit to it. I'm saying this for the chat, so you guys know this that are in the game. But
Tim and Summer.
Like, running an Inquisitor game with only 2 people, it no bueno.
Well, if you guys jump back to D&D, I'll
Yeah, we're jumping back to D&D. I forgot what the name of the setting is, but it's based on ancient Greece.
Yeah, screwed. I'll hop back in with you guys.
So I get to cheat. I get to watch Hercules and Xena episodes for my Monsters of the Week.
Do you know I have the entire box set of the Kevin Sorbo Hercules? Don't judge me. I loved that show.
Listen. And Xena was my puberty. Okay.
Yeah. Lucy Lawless was hot back then.
Lucy Lawless is still hot.
Well, so is Amy Jo Johnson. The original Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
Still a beautiful woman. Okay.
Okay. Let's get away from that before we start talking about it.
Steven said, "When I was a kid, yes, I can join you again this summer. When I was a kid, during a thunderstorm, my mom said, 'Don't worry, we're safe.' Lightning hit the antenna, went through the TV across the room and into the bathroom sink. You're super safe. Just don't watch TV." Kelvin said, "Steven, my house had its roof taken off by Hurricane Maria, a zinc plate roof." To anybody who might be watching, it sounds like maybe Kelvin or anybody in Florida, anybody who's dealing with the current hurricane, I hope y'all are safe.
Listen, as someone from Florida, they're safe. Honestly, if it was like Category 3, we're still, the bars aren't even closed yet.
I feel like Tim is the type that would sit out there during like a Katrina and just be straight up Lieutenant Dan of, "You call this a storm?"
Listen, a Category 5 hurricane, I sat on my roof in a lawn chair in a football helmet just to prove that I could.
Do you know why I think you're lying right now? What kind of fucking roof is holding you, big dude? That's a hell of a strong roof, because I know no roof is holding my big ass.
I used to get on roofs all the time.
Actually, that is true. I can't even joke with you. Back at wasn't it at the apartment complex I worked with you that you had to get on the roofs?
Oh yeah.
Oh, was that Fairfield?
Listen, I've had to get on the roofs like everywhere.
Even here? At
Well, not at the place now.
Oh,
I got
that's
littler
probably-
guys. I'm the maintenance supervisor. I can look at a roof and be like, "Hey, you go run up that roof."
Okay.
It's not that I can't do it anymore. I'm old and I'm tired. I don't want to do it.
Hang on, where we at? Calvin says Stephen White, everyone is fine, but now. Oh God, I think I missed. Nope. I'm sorry. Steven said I hope no one was hurt. Nathan says I did Drakenfest, whatever, Draken, U.S. this year, and I do a home LARP in Georgia. Honestly, it comes down to what the oh no, oh no, oh no.
If you're gonna puke in the trash can. Don't puke on the floor.
Dude, I don't puke when drinking.
Okay. He always says that. People who puke.
Dude, I puked when smoking once, but that's because I hit it too hard. It comes down to what the LARP is trying to accomplish as the level of awkwardness. That's a very fair point, Nathan. And it also depends on who you're doing it with. If you got the right people, nothing's really that awkward. Calvin says, Stephen White, everyone is fine, but now every time the wind picks up at night, I can't sleep. It is PTSD. It's a traumatic experience. Oh boy. Face Eater says, Theros. Summer says, yay, you can join us again. Yes, I will, I promise. And then says, yes, that's it, Face Eater. Tim says, I went through Andrew as a kid. Tim also said, did that. That does not surprise me, even slightly. Summer says, Florida don't close unless the Waffle House closes. Yo, I've still yet to eat at Waffle House. I'm kind of salty about it.
Mm-hmm. The Waffle House is amazing. Tim and Summer, you would know what's the hurricane that came through and wiped out Punta Gorda? Because that's the one that I was there, and then that's the one that I was working for FPL, and I ended up going on my 6-day exodus on my own, where they had me go out there. They're like, you take a chainsaw and start clearing roads for the power company. Baby goat.
Shut up, Tim. God damn it. Sauntering Spellcaster says, I remember as a kid I saw a tornado form and said, hey, look, the cloud wants to come down to say hi. That's such a great way to look at it.
The clouds want to come and shake your hand.
That's a hell of a hug. Tabletop says, was the roof okay? Probably not. Sorry, Dan. Summer says, I walked down to Fort Myers Beach during a Category 3, left my house alone, but destroyed the rest of the block all the way up towards the bridge. It's because you yourself, you lovely woman, casted a hell of a spell. Tim says, do I have to say it?
Was that the Wilma comment?
He said, LMFAO, he's backfiring. Baby goat! Facebook dating. Oh.
That's not a YouTube message.
I'm lonely. No, it was Charlie. I might have.
Charlie. Okay. Yeah. Dude, I went through so many hurricanes. Like, when I try to tell that story, I forget which hurricane it is because I went through so damn many of them down there.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, that was so cool for me. I mean, it was shitty for everyone else. I'm sorry they went through it, but I work for Florida Power and Light, which is like the big power company down there at the time. And they, like, a week before the storm, they're like, okay, you stay home, ride the storm out, take this chainsaw when it's gone and start cutting trees on the roads. And then, I mean, that was all they told me. So I started cutting trees and I started heading towards LaBelle because I lived all the way out in Lehigh Acres. And I just kept going. And then I met up like on day number 4 with the guy who lived in LaBelle who did their circuit. And we started taking shifts at that point, and we went through and we kind of looted gas stations for gas and provisions. I lived on thawed out biscuits and sausage biscuits for like 4 days.
Calvin says, what army are you going to paint after this one? To my knowledge, you might actually, don't you still have to possibly print more for the campaign game, possibly?
No, I think that I have everything printed I need for the campaign game because you only get, well, you get 600 points, but Robot Legions are friggin' expensive.
Stupid question.
What?
What time do you usually end these?
11. What time is it?
It's 10:53. Anybody in chat who wants Warboss to extend the live for a little bit?
I go a little bit longer. You don't gotta twist my arm. I remember having pancakes on the barbecue after Andrew was a kid. Yes, I remember learning how to make spaghetti on a propane grill.
Sorry, homeboy, but your fans have spoken.
Yes, okay, we'll go a little bit longer.
Do it, old fogies.
Do it, old fogies.
I like Nathan. Tabletop date night's awesome. And Summer and Tim already know they're best.
Yeah, Tabletop Date Night is awesome. You all should check his channel out. Not right now, though. Keep on mind.
Oh, blush. Yes, Nathan, you are loved here.
But on, I don't know, this is a while ago, but back on the subject of LARPing, I LARPed one time at, it was a convention, I think it was called WolfCon or something down in Florida. And I was like 16, 17 at the time. And I don't know how I caught the eye of one of the girls I was LARPing with.
Oh, shit.
And then I took her on a date, and that's where she told me, I'm 14. Hee hee hee. Oh my God.
I wouldn't have said that.
I ran away. Listen, I didn't do anything. I took her to a water park, and we had fun. And then after that, I was like, okay, bye.
No, I wouldn't have said that because my sister's in earshot. She would kill you for knowing another woman existed.
17, what was that? It was friggin' 23 years ago.
Doesn't matter, it was another woman. You know how she is. Oh, shit. If I may make, Kelvin says, if I may make recommendations, full caps, cowboys. For what army?
Printing cowboys?
I mean, cowboys. I mean,
Are we talking Dallas?
Shh. He's not coming to bed anytime soon. Sorry, Princess.
And Crystal has made a appearance on the live stream.
Oh, dude, look at her face.
I can't look. I'm painting.
No, but you can feel it, can't you?
Yes.
Florida Man Army. Tabletop says, this is more fun. There's alcohol involved. Tim says, oh my god, WolfCon. Soft Drink Spellcaster says, LARP is so much fun. Michael Farley. Well, LARP is cool.
Yes, LARP is fun.
It's just, unfortunately, the rest of the world is too judgmental.
Nah. Listen, I'm old enough to where I don't care what the rest of the world thinks.
That's fair. Michael Farley. Spaghetti on a propane grill. These concepts are foreign to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a normal human being.
Listen, man, when the hurricane knocks your power out, you got to learn how to cook everything on either propane or charcoal.
Steven says it's called camping.
Exactly.
Nathan says, yeah, so unironically, the early years of U.S. LARPing were cult of personalities. I love that song. And had a lot of grooming going on.
Yeah.
We have one trying to resurrect in Georgia. The owner literally did very bad things. Well, don't allow that.
Mm-hmm. We don't talk about those things. Yeah, listen, when someone like that, I unfortunately have experience with that in a gaming group. You just, you can't be nice about it. You have to call them out and be like, listen, dude, you are literal poison. Go away.
And if words don't work, there are other means.
Yes.
Very aggressively. Tim says, spend a week in Florida with us. Spend a week. My lips are a little on the numb side. Spend a week with us Florida men. You're going to learn your shit. You've never thought was possible. I live with one. Yeah.
Listen, I haven't had to pull my Florida man card out in a while.
No, but you did get me absolutely in love with crawfish.
That's true.
I eat things with you that other people won't eat. So
yes, everyone else in the house is very white bread, and I whenever I cook, sometimes I pull out some Florida recipes, and they go, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Oh, fine then, starve. I don't care."
My fat ass eats it all. I even tried the zucchini. The
you tried the
fried zucchini.
Well, it was eggplant. You tried the fried eggplant.
tasted like exactly what it looks like. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was not great.
No. Nathan says, "What part of Florida, ya boy, up in Atlanta?" Wait.
I was,
Or is it Alabama? AL is Alabama. Sorry.
yeah, I was down in Southwest Florida. Closest thing you could say was Fort Myers, but I lived in a town called Lehigh Acres, which their claim to fame was they were the highest point in Southwest Florida, a whole whopping 26 feet above sea level. Please, stop it.
Oh,
I got a thing on me. He's like trying to brush it off.
I
Quit it.
wasn't gonna do it with my finger. Sauntering Spellcaster replying to Nathan says there is a reason that a lot of older amped guard people do not tolerate anything that looks close to that. They told me stories, horrible stories. Listen, man, nothing even remotely close to that is cool. Like, no,
Yeah, we don't play that shit.
no, we that's a fist first activity.
Yeah, so listen, we were all relatively older people here. I've looked at my demographic numbers, and yeah, we don't play that shit.
No, that's an ass whooping. Bro, for real, we shut anything close to that. Did I miss? Yeah, we shut anything close to that down. Yeah, Nathan, you should. Tim says Miami and Fort Myers. Now we're in New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should move to Michigan. We should all just get a very large house together.
Oh, we should move to New York. I kind of like it there. They're in the right part of New York. They're in the part of New York where I was originally born.
You mean the New York that kind of looks like Michigan type deal?
Yes, the Appalachian New Yorkers.
Yeah, no, Appalachians are evil. There's some shit in those woods.
Listen, you go out as an Appalachian American. Kind of, I can claim that I was born there, and then I went to college in Kentucky, and I ran the hills for quite a few years.
Sasquatch woman.
Listen, I've met Swamp Ape.
You are Swamp Ape.
Yes.
Michael says the hurricane tornado thing freaks us West Coasters out. Earthquakes are fun. Well, tornadoes suck.
See, that's the thing. To you guys, earthquakes are fun. To us, hurricanes and stuff are fun. So, like, I think earthquakes are terrifying. So it's all a matter of where you started out as.
Summer said you're an amazing cook, Fitz.
Occasionally.
Then Nathan said Bama and then Heretic. Listen, alcohol. Summer laughed. Stephen White says, I'll make Fitz feel a little better. When I was in college and working at a supermarket, I was going to ask a girl I worked with words. She looked the same age as me. Fortunately, she said it was her birthday. I'm 15.
Ooh, dodge that bullet.
Why don't you have a seat with me? Tim says, burn the heretic. Kelvin says, Floridians eat alligators. Alligators delicious. I envy them down here. Few people have the guts to cook them. Alligator's delicious.
Listen, I went to the casino around here. Was it Firekeepers Casino?
Was it that or Saginaw Eagle?
It was Firekeepers, and they have this Cajun restaurant that is attached to the hotel I went to, and it was amazing. I got to eat gator again. And then I got to eat all kinds of Creole food, and I was in heaven for like 2 days.
And then he's back to reality.
I was like, I am one amongst my people again.
Summer wants us to come there. Tabletop Date Night says, I lived in upstate New York for a while. Nice place.
It is nice.
Tim says, listen here, chicken shit. It's nice out here. Summer says, yeah, don't whistle in the forest and you're with me, you'll be fine. Okay, I'm never leaving your side anywhere near the Appalachians. Like, I will make you be my backpack. Okay, like, it's just, I'm legitimately, like, I'm a big believer in all those cryptids, and, like, y'all can make fun of me, but I look like Bigfoot, so I believe in Bigfoot.
Listen, I used to love running around the woods at night in Appalachia.
Yeah, because you thought you were one with the creepies.
That's right. I was a cryptid.
I am the bear's backpack. I don't know if your husband would quite appreciate me carrying you on my back. Sorry, but I think he would get quite mad at me.
Nah, he'll be fine. You don't want to carry her.
Dude, I've carried worse things on my back, trust me. In New England, Steven says, in New England, we have the occasional earthquake, tornado, hurricanes, and nor'easters, winter hurricanes. Oh, dude. Dude. We have all 4 seasons in one damn day, okay? Michigan is bipolar as an ex-girlfriend. Tim says, get your own witch wife, she's mine. See? 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 Don't worry, Tim, I can't compete with you. We all know this, you beautiful little dwarf. Nathan says, the mountain range is older than bone. There are words we don't say because they invite creatures in. You don't let let your shoes point towards the door, and you don't leave your windows open. Yeah!
Yup.
I'm not stupid. My grandmother was almost like purely Indian. I don't fuck with any of that. I mess with any of that.
Listen, there's rules that you follow, but if you follow the rules, you're fine.
Do you know me? When have I ever followed a rule?
If you hear someone calling out your name in the woods in the middle of the night in Appalachia, no, you didn't.
If you hear something that sounds far away, move faster. If it sounds really close, you got time. Where was I at? Was that Nathan? Yes. Kelvin said, I want alligator shish kebab, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Farley says, you can see the storm coming, the earthquake is nasty. Or, think of it this way, you lay on the floor and get a free massage.
Okay.
Nathan says, when the woods are silent. Yeah. And Summer says, and yes, the wind nope is real. Freaks me the fuck out, but Fitz helped me with mine. Minnie.
I made her a Wendigo mini.
Oh.
She calls it a Wendigo, but yeah, it's a Wendigo.
No, I know what she meant on that one. I just didn't know what she meant by mini.
Yeah, I sent her one like a while ago. I still need to send her more minis.
By chance, does a Wendigo look like my sister when she's mad?
No. Wendigo is a how do you describe it? It's a human deer hybrid half dead thing.
Yeah. Where am I at? Steven says, so do we. Kelvin says, Unc C. The world is a weird place. God knows what is in the deep woods. Hell. Honestly. And dudes who play banjos and like men.
You got burned in the mouth, boy.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's just Georgia. We don't talk about Georgia.
I'm getting a sign for the front yards that says trespassers will be hogtied and told to have a purty mouth. Nathan says you may look upon the trees, but do not stare at them. If you make eye contact with a fox at night, you apologize and move on. Leave water outside your door. Gregarious Gamer, 29, fairly new Warhammer here. Started in the beginning of summer. Already poured way too much money into it.
Well, then you should look into one-page rules, good sir.
And a 3D printer.
And a 3D printer, yes.
Most of what Warboss has is 3D printed.
Pretty much all of it except for that one shoebox behind me. Those are the last leftovers of my 40K minis.
Hey, Warboss?
What?
There's like 15 boxes.
That shoebox. Oh. The DC box. I think it's a DC box.
Yes, it is. I used to have too many of those shoes. Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, random, I gave away my 40K armies to somebody who went through, his girlfriend broke up with him, and she trashed all of his shit on the way out.
Is it who I'm thinking or no?
No, you don't know the guy. And, he was a friend of a friend, and I was like, you know what? I had just started 3D printing, so I sent him everything. I was like, here you go. I gave him like a 3-tiered rolling toolbox full of all of my Space Marines and Imperial Guard at the time. And lo and behold, I had some left over in a box in a cabinet somewhere. So that's all I got left.
Nathan says, Uncle C, I was raised by my grandfather, mostly who was raised by his grandmother, who was pure-blooded First Nations. Okay, so in my family, we got Blackfoot on my dad's side and Cherokee on my mom's. I don't know too much more than that, but I know my grandma was pretty a high percentage. Nathan also said, "LOL, you know the Lord's Prayer." Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Gregarious Gamer says, "This is true, LOL. I have about 1.9 thousand points in Necrons and 1.7 thousand in Aldari."
Eldar.
Well, in my defense.
Well, that's not what the word says, but he means Eldar.
Okay. Again, look into a 3D printer. It's such a good long-term investment. He can vouch, obviously.
Yes. Speaking of, I got an extra printer over the weekend. Alan, who is Darth Dad here on the channel, he upgraded his machine and he was like, "Here, Fitz, take my old machine. It's, I don't know what's wrong with it, so it's sitting out in the garage."
Taco, did you what's inside your Warhammer shoebox?
Oh, go ahead and grab it. It's Space Marine stuff.
It's a lot of Space Marine stuff.
Well, okay, let's see here.
Show it.
All this stuff is mostly just prime. But let's see here. I got a bag of bikes. I got a Contemptor Dreadnoughts. I got a bag of Terminators. I got a bag of bits. Actually, I got here. I'll take those bags out
real quickly. Hang on. Nathan asks, "Can you bring one of those sisters with red sashes into focus? It almost looks like a red metallic."
Ta-da!
And I'm looking to try and do a red metallic army.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Is that everything?
Yep, that's everything. Okay, so these. Yeah, so to do a red metallic, all you got to do is base coat it. What I did is I primed them with plate mail metal from Army Builder, or you can do bolt gun metal, I think it's called, for Games Workshop, and then just do a red wash over top of it or a red contrast. I painted this white before I before I painted the red contrast over it, so it might still have a residual little bit of the metallic on it. But yeah, you can see even in the corner in the crevices, it's still not 100% dry.
Where was I at? I screwed up something somewhere. Gregarious Gamer wants to know what kind of printer you recommend.
I will recommend Elegoo printers for always, because I beat the ever loving crap out of my last one, and it just kept going.
Summer thanked Nathan for the Fox information. Nathan responded. Tim says, "I still have the bits box and tubs from when you moved to Michigan."
Yup.
Stephen White says, "Irish, French, Canadian in the woods carry a bigger stick."
Mm-hmm.
Does that stick go bang? Summer says, "I'll still respect all of them, just like with the flesh pedestrians." No comment. "I don't say their name either, but they're down in the AZ area. I still respect and will respect all the regions." It's good practice.
Mm-hmm.
Kelvin says, "3D printing, it's the future of wargaming. So much flexibility and freedom on what you can make." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Taco says, "Great color scheme on the sisters. Cool Warhammer box. Haha."
Well, thank you.
It's like his last. Tim says, "My stick goes boom."
My stick brings all the girls to the yard. My stick is better than yours.
Only one, because I feel like the one would kill someone. Unalive, sorry.
We're deep enough in the live stream. If YouTube wants to censor a live stream over saying the word killed, I think we've gone too far with the censorship.
I mean, the world is a sensitive place, which sometimes it's understood, obviously. What is happening? My phone just, dinged 14 times. I don't even know enough people to ding me 14 times. I've got 14 people that like me. Jesus. Steven says, we don't have the unusual stuff around here. People are bad enough.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with the unusual stuff, to be honest. Tabletop Warboss Fitz music album win. Welcome to the Drunky Sounds of Warboss.
Welcome to the Warboss Fitz. I don't even know. Good God. Yeah, well, see, when I lived in Kentucky, I lived in a haunted house. Not as in, like, we had people going around going, ooh, it's scary. But no, I had a ghost. His name was Jerry. And I would yell at Jerry a lot because he would do stupid stuff. Like, the story behind Jerry was that he lived in the house, so his whole family lived in the house, and he ended up killing them, and they were buried somewhere up on the mountain behind the house. And yeah, so okay, stuff would move in the middle of the night, doors would slam, windows would open, and I'd sit there, be like, God damn it, Jerry, just trying to sleep. Fuck off. Yeah, speaking of sleeping, there's my wife snoring away upstairs. That's how I know I'm in the clear.
Yeah, you're no longer going to get that dirty look.
Yeah, I'll get the dirty look in the morning. That's fine.
Whatever. Steven says, or Kelvin says, Steven, it's getting weird out there these days. It's been weird.
Yeah.
Taco.
Hey,
is it Taco or is it Taco? Can you correct me, please?
What does his name say?
Tako. You see what I'm saying?
Taco. Yeah, Taco.
What armies are you going to play for your next battle report?
Let's see here. The next battle report I got coming up, we are doing Orcs versus the Wolf Brothers. And then after that... No, wait. We have the campaign game this Wednesday, which is going to be Robot Legion versus the High Elves. And then I've recorded a game, which is the Orcs versus the Wolf Brothers. And then we just did, tonight... Shadow Stalkers versus Beastmen for Age of Fantasy.
Tim says, my filament printer needs a new motor. I need a resin printer to make minis.
Yes, you do.
And then Tim says, Warboss Fitz sat nav. Tabletop date night. Did this ghost pay rent, or was he the usual freeloading ghost?
He was a freeloading shitbag.
Tabletop got me cracking up. Stephen White says, give a thumbs up if you just want to grab some of these people by the ears and yell, suck it up, Buttercup, welcome to real life. It depends. I mean, honestly, you never know what people got going on behind closed doors.
Well,
to an extent. I mean, it just depends. No, it depends on what people are getting upset by. I mean, some reason. I mean, there is some stuff out there that people get upset over, and it's a righteous cause, and it's a legitimate reason. Other stuff, suck it up. But you never know what somebody's got going on. It might be the worst day of their life. It might be the best day of their life.
Yeah, I guess. But sometimes I'm like, I don't want to involve myself in it.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I'm just slapping freaking paint everywhere here.
I feel bad for talking too much.
No, go ahead, keep going.
Okay. Summer says, I agree, you never know what some people are going through. Yeah. Sauntering Spellcaster, hey boss, I'm curious, what is the best stuff to wash the minis in?
It depends on what you're going for. If you're going for like a gritty realism look, to wash the... Like, are we talking like wash the 3D printed minis, or like before you paint them, or are we talking about wash them after you paint them? Or did I screw that up? Like after you print them, I mean.
I thought you'd have been sobering up by
Shut
now.
up.
Steven says that's why it's some people. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, if we're talking about like washing the minis as they come out of the resin goop, I am a big fan of acetone.
Summer says, but if they got a 70s microwave with lightning bolts, I don't know.
Right.
Taco. Oh, can't wait for the Age of Fantasy battle report. It spells taco, but you can pronounce it taco like the food.
It's spelled taco, but you can pronounce it taco.
I'm fucking saying taco, dude.
Okay. But yes, I saw the reply there from Sultry Spellcaster. Yes, I recommend acetone for 3D printed minis because alcohol takes like 20-30 minutes. Acetone takes 30 seconds.
Taco says LOL. Dude, your name is Tako. If I can't say taco every time I see it, I'm gonna be upset. Why? Because I'm plus sized and I love tacos.
Reminded me back of my construction days. I had 3 guys. I called them Taco, Burrito, and Chalupa.
Tim
The
says,
funny part was one of them was white, one was black, and one was Cuban.
"You're all taco now, suck it."
That's right.
Tim says Taco Cat spelled backwards is Taco Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Sauntering says, and it won't melt anything. Question mark.
No, acetone does not melt resin miniatures. It can delaminate them if you keep it in the acetone for like an hour. But if you just do it for 30 seconds, you put it in your tank and you go good, done. You're gonna be fine there. So don't. Well, here, hand me that box. There we go.
You want me to give you your little...
No, I got it right here.
Do you? Oh, it's right there.
Yep. Put that back over there.
Okay, you need to show everybody what you work with, because my God.
Okay. So, zoom out. So this is my pickle jar that is full of acetone. And it's slightly used, as you can see. And these are Blessed Sisters. What I have for this is I have a big acetone tank over there that once I'm done printing, I dump them in that tank and I swish it around for a little bit just to get the initial off. You can see there's still a little shiny on these. So what you do, pop open acetone and you give it a dunk. And just because it's big, we gotta flip it because not all of it was in there.
My life is lagging technically.
And then you just take a piece of paper towel over here and we take it out.
Nobody's complaining, so.
And that's all it takes.
Tabletops. Steven says, I was thinking the Japanese drums. Tabletop says...
And now, most people are like, don't touch uncured resin. Listen, okay, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. But when you use acetone, I don't know if you can see, but all of the shiny is gone. All of the tacky is gone. And she just comes off like this. Like, ta-da, there's 10 bases. I almost threw those in the garbage. This side goes in the garbage. And then, ta-da.
Tabletop Date Night says, if you forget a resin print in the bucket for a few weeks, it will definitely eat them up.
Yes, if you forget resin in the acetone. Honestly, with acetone, it only takes like 2 or 3 hours for it to start eating it up.
Yeah, at that point, you'll have just liquid.
Yeah, I have an orc fighter that I call the Red Baron. He has one wing that looks like it's half blown up. That's because I left it in the acetone for like 3 hours.
Sauntering Spellcaster. I know the detergent for washing minis can melt plastic. It melted my keyboard and also the stuff for my paintbrushes.
Yes. That's what, well, you got to remember, resin, even though it behaves like plastic, especially this ABS stuff that I use, it's not plastic. Chemically and mechanically, it is a different thing.
Tim says, if you want to take old minis apart, use the purple degreaser from Wally World. Eats super
Beat Super Green.
super glamike.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yes. See, there we go. 100% washed mini. No shiny left to it. There is no residual resin on the outside. Ta-da! And the people that go, oh my God, you can't touch uncured resin. This is the acetone kind of seals it. Like there is no more tackiness to this at all. Except for that, we got a little bit on the knee, but that's fine. But also, if you do stuff like me and you paint here on the table, make sure you're careful where you pour your acetone because it starts taking up all the paint that's left on the table.
I could probably use that though.
Yeah, this could definitely, it's not hurting anything. I want to take a paint scraper to this table one of these days.
Sauntering Spellcaster says, the wash and cure station is nice, but I do not want to melt my paintbrushes again, so thank you.
Yeah, the wash and cure station, like this doesn't cure them, so they're still bendy because of the ABS resin that I use. But I would use a wash and cure station just for the cure, not for the wash. For the wash, I would use those pickle jars like I had there, and it will do it correctly.
It's a controlled dunk.
Yes.
Tabletop Date Night says it depends on the plastic. Acetone will melt ABS, IPA will melt PVB plastic, water will melt PCA, I think.
Mm-hmm. So guys, I think we are done up to this point. Like I'm going to base them in a mud mixture because they are going to be in the swamps of Florida with my power armored Fallout guys. And as you can see, I would wash these now, but some of the red is still drying. The speed paint red is the one that takes forever to dry. It is the one that whenever someone says it reactivates, it doesn't reactivate. It just never freaking dries. It takes like 8 hours to dry. So we are going to leave this as they are now. Oh, wait, there's a little bit more I can do. A little bit more. I can do some glowing effects on the big old heavy fusion guns. What time is it?
11:25.
Oh, it's only 11:30.
Let's see. Calvin was talking to Othello's. And then Othello's just lovingly said, super glue like, I have fat fingers, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So for these, I want to do a little bit of glowing orange.
Neon blue.
I'm not going to do neon blue. Fuck off with the blue.
Neon blue.
Neon blue.
It'd be like a... Is it Iron Man earlier? Probably.
Maybe. Okay, where's the orange at? No peachy. Oh, and I need to do these guys as visors. So let me do that because I got it right here.
Spam the hearts for neon blue. Dude, you're getting a lot of hearts all of a sudden. You know he's not going to stop unless you do one neon blue.
No goddamn neon blue. It's going to be neon orange. B.
Can you deal with neon orange? I smell a tantrum coming.
That's actually a face.
I'm scared if I lean back, this thing's gonna flip.
Probably. I think I got that chair off an old lady. An old lady that was like, I bought a new computer chair. So, can I have your old one? Yeah. All right.
Summer says IRS gonna look... Oh, it's gonna look awesome no matter what Fitz does. See? That loving couple right there. Half of them is chaos, the other is loving chaos.
Orange. I need orange.
It's the baby goat chair.
Orange.
Do you want to explain to me where this baby goat thing came from?
It's because whenever you move the chair, it sounds like a baby goat screaming. Keep going. Do it fast.
Kelvin says make them green.
Well, they're fusion colors.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
God, that sounds atrocious.
It does. Must find my orange. Must find orange.
Dude, can you just start like painting the caps that color so you can visibly know?
Shut up. I used to rip through paint so fast.
Tim is not pleased with your decision.
That's fine. Tim cannot be pleased. All right, we're going to skip a step here. Or we're going to try to combine a step.
There are still 13 people in this chat that are crazy enough to be here.
Yes.
You're all great people. Except him.
We're going to combine a step. This might work. It might not work. I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing with the caps. See?
Listen, it's a great idea, but then, you know, I have ADD.
That's more of a reason to do it. Just have my mom do it. She has OCD. Tim says no, it was his realization of the baby goat scream. Gemma, go to bed. You hear her just...
Yeah, my dog's upstairs wagging her tail and beating it against the wall. Like, Daddy, come to bed. Alright, this is... Okay, skipping a step is not going to work on this one.
Okay, I get it. I'm fat, chair. Thank you. Kelvin says no, neon pink, but fuchsia instead. Go, go, Fusion Rangers. Neon magenta, says Tim.
Needs to be neon mauve.
Stephen White says, you have goat. We do the whale leather scenes. Summer says, neon chartreuse.
That's right.
It's going to be a real colorful army, I guess.
I had someone one time say neon black, and I just had to stop. I was like, huh?
Rhythm with the tism. Neon fuchsia. Oh. I see neon sarsaparilla. That's Tim. I've actually pitched an idea to him of doing kind of a... What was it? I said get a black light and hang it over the table and do like a... Steven says neon flux.
You hang a black light over this table, you might buy more than you wanted to see.
The gaming table. It's only where you and I are. Back that train up. And paint the terrain to glow. I thought that'd be a cool little thing. Stephen White says TMI. Oh, you must be new here. Hot neon black, says Tim.
That's right, hot neon black, fuchsia black.
You know, in some countries they call that white.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull some color theory out. You know, black is just the absence of color.
Does that mean white is all of the colors?
Exactly, white is all colors. White is the color spectrum in one shot.
Ha! See? I'm white. I told you I was on the spectrum. There's more people in here now.
Fucking head desk moment right there. All right, we're almost set for now. Okay, here's a dumb question. Where'd my orange go? It just there it is.
Cold neon black, says Kelvin, and Summer says that was a good one, Uncle C.
I need to get was it like B3, the blackest of blacks?
Oh my god, that. Why is this chair leaning so? The whole chair is coming off.
Yeah.
The shit.
Don't do that.
I got too much ass for the chair. Kelvin says cold neon black. Steven says black highlighters. Merrickson sent a rainbow.
Yay.
Tim said, if only the caps were painted so you could find them.
I know. If only someone painted my caps. Who would ever do that for me?
Just the tip. Summer sent black 4.0. Ooh. That would be a hell of a color to paint around. I don't know if that would show up on camera very well.
It would not. That's the whole point of it.
Okay, so they're an invisible army. Just the Void is what they're called.
Exactly, they're the Void.
Tim says that's how he got Evan. Ew. Bro, that's my sister. You're my sister. You're my sister. Did you have a Joe Dirt moment?
I've looked into painting with black 4.0. Well, actually, it was black 3.0 at the time. But the thing is, to get that finish on something, it has to be fuzzy. So I immediately noped out of that one.
Stephen White says, just dump them into a bag of bone black.
Bone black.
Let's see Paul Allen's card. Summer says, do black 4.0 with white highlights and it would be creepy. That's actually kind of cool. Do like was it like Undead? But do like just the white faces and some of the black 4.0 cloaks.
When the day comes when I make the Malice Demons, that sounds like a plan.
Demons?
Malice Demons.
Oh.
That sounds like a plan.
It's actually a solid idea. Hey, Tigers are winning 3-0.
The Tigers are playing, right? Where are they playing at?
Oakland.
Okay, I was like, good God, if they're playing in Detroit and they're playing at midnight, what the fuck?
No. I have the score pulled up on the top of my screen right now because I'm waiting desperately for football season. Markson. I've been mispronouncing your name the whole time, sorry. 50 Shades of Grey.
Mm-hmm.
And Summer says, ooh, hell yeah.
Okay, so we are where we are going to be for now because the red is not fully cured. It will run if I use any washes on it tonight. So we have our Pistoliers, we have our Fusion Babes up here.
Let's say goodnight to Kelvin.
Yeah, good night, Kelvin. Good night. Then we have our Destroyers. 1, 2, wherever the third one is, it's up here somewhere. 3, there she is. And then we have our gaggle of 40, well, technically 39 sisters here. I have to print. I thought there was a medic for the squad, and I kind of flubbed it. There is not a medic for this, but there is a medic for the novice squad. So yes, this is where we shall be tonight, and then they are going to get washed in my marine juice once the red cures, and then they are going to get their dark muddy bases. And then also I have some random stuff I bought some random trees. Why? Because they were like $4 on Amazon, so I got some random trees here. So I'm going to be making some more forest terrain. I got 2 of these for like $20. I got that bag. Then I got this bag. Random assortment. So, look, we even got some, I think those are supposed to be apple trees. So, yeah, that'll be a thing in the future.
Tim says, make neon Pandora trees.
Neon Pandora. Yeah, I'll do some UV paint on those and we'll blacklight it. It'll be all James Cameron Avatar and
Hey Tim, Summer, we should put you guys under black lights.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna end tonight, guys. Thank you for sticking around. It is now it's past midnight, right?
No, 11:30.
Also only 11:30. Okay, 11:30. We're gonna call it there. So I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are. I hope you all keep your brushes wet, keep painting, keep hobbying alive.
Love you, Summer.
And who thinks I should have Uncle C on for more live streams?
That's your funeral.
That's my funeral. All right. Well, if you make it this far in the live stream, add a comment down in the bottom to include more Uncle C. And we'll talk with you guys later. Good night.